Hello, this is Christian Smith, and I'm here with Wehbba in his studio in Czech Republic, talking to him about his album coming up in Tronic in 2 weeks, end of July. So Wehbba, thank you so much for doing this album on Tronic. What do you know about the label? I mean, like, what caught your attention to Tronic from the start?
Well, Tronic used to be a big label in Brazil, and we always used to play a lot of records there back in the early 2000s. And I was always a big fan. And when I met you in Barcelona a couple of years back, you said you were gonna restart it and rebuild it, and later on you invited me to join it, and I was very honored to do it. And it was just worked very well from the very beginning. So.
Excellent. I totally agree. It's all about chemistry, I think, these days, and for artists to get along with each other, not just personally, but on business level as well. That everything needs to be fair and square and blah blah blah. Anyways, so you've done this album. It has 10 tracks. How long did it take you to complete this album? And did you make many other tracks? Did you do lots of editing and deciding which tracks make the final cut?
Yeah, it took like around 7 to 8 months to complete the whole thing, and we decided to do it around September or August, and then I've done a lot of tracks. Some of them were left off the album in the end because we came up with a concept for it, and that's what was great too, because we had a lot of options for tracks, and in the end we end up with a very tight package, I think.
I totally agree. I mean, you have 10 tracks, and I think out of those, 6 are big dance floor bombs. I mean, I've been playing them all my gigs lately, and people just go off. So I'm extremely pleased to have you on board. And I hope we're going to work together for a long time to come. Anyways, you're Brazilian. You live here in Czech Republic. It's a beautiful place, Czech Republic, but you told me you might consider moving back to Brazil. The scene there, I mean, I live in Brazil and I play there quite a lot, and the scene is really commercial. The people like David Guetta, Steve Angelo are super popular there, and there's not much space in the underground right now. Do you think there's any hope for the future?
Yeah, like you said, I think it's there's a big mix-up with underground and commercial music in Brazil, and this got out of control like 3-4 years ago, and it's very hard to fix. But I think there's a future for it. I still believe in Brazil, because it's a huge country. We have a very deep culture, and as long as there's people fighting for the scene there and fighting for good music, and there are some people living there and working there for it, I think we can change this around, or at least organize it a little bit more.
I totally agree. I mean, we all have to stick together and fight against bad music. And I think in the end, we will maybe not win, but we will get our good spots. I mean, already there are a few clubs in Brazil that do good.
Yeah, of course.
Like Clash, Hot, but they're all in São Paulo. Outside, the rest of Brazil seems to be more very, very easy radio-friendly music. At any rate, you've been producing like crazy. You're doing lots of productions. Besides the Tronic album, do you have anything else coming up for the future?
Yes, I have a remix I did for you, for Flyer Talk, which will be out on Bedrock soon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then we also just did that remix for Laurent Garnier, big classic track, Flashback.
Big bomb.
Big bomb, and which I was very happy to work on. And then there's some remixes coming up also later in the year, and things are getting busier.
That's true. End of the year, we're gonna do an album re-release with a bunch of remixes from the original tracks. Some artists I can't disclose at this moment, but others that have been confirmed so far are Samuel Session, Psychotron, Carlo Leo. New people, old people, but a really good, well-rounded package. I'm really excited about that. But first of all, I'm really excited about the album. I'm happy you took the time to talk to me. And yes, well, I will see you very back soon. Take care, and thanks for giving me the time of the day.
Bye. Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.